Hey guys, in this week's video I wanted to fix the enemy pathing. So you can see here that a lot of them are just clipping each other and run right through. So I want to implement a way for the enemy to try and move around another enemy that is moving slower than it. So to prevent the health bars from stacking and make it a little bit easier to understand what's going on. So I started sketching out a little bit how I want this to work. So if I have two enemies here and I'm trying to predict the movement of the first enemy, what I'm going to try to do is have that enemy look ahead of where it is going to be moving. So that would be this checkered box. So it's going to try and look ahead in that space for another enemy that is in that area. And if it finds another enemy that it would have collided with, I'm going to change the direction of its movement to try and move around the enemy. So I tried making everything a rigid body, but it had some unintended results. So I thought this was kind of funny. I figured I'd show this. So some of like the physics and gravity got a little wonky when I was trying to implement it. This is one of the results that I got. So I don't think I'm going to use a rigid body. I'm just going to put a collider on everything. So one issue with using the rigid bodies is I can't really have them still clip through each other. So let's say there's three enemies in front of this one enemy and they're all slowed. So what is this fourth enemy going to move to? If they're all rigid bodies, I can't really move through them unless I want to do more custom coding to allow the rigid bodies to move through each other. So I think I might just do the enemy colliders and detect the collision and move around. So I decided to take a little bit of a break and check in on the dogs. Okay, so I think I got the pathing to a point that I'm happy with. So I still have the enemies clipping each other, but they try to move out of the way. So if you look here, they're moving out of the way. It still allows for clipping, so guys don't get all clumped up and bunched behind each other. So I'm pretty happy with it. They kind of get out of the way of each other, but still allows them to keep on moving and doesn't create a huge log jam of enemies if there's a couple that are slowed. But I'm in a pretty good spot where I'm happy with how the pathing is, and definitely better than just having them clip through each other. Also, if you noticed, I'm starting to rework some of the models. So I can show you, so this is a little bit of a preview of probably the next video. Like here's a arrow projectile I've been working on, and then I'm also working on the arrow tower. So I think the next video will just be a huge graphics update to improve all the models and all this placeholder stuff that I have. But that's about it for this video, kind of a shorter one. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.